eyes and skin from harmful UV radiation. Further, their role in covering human skin and hair gives them a key role in cosmetics, or a key role in cosmetics. Now, if you get the book, which is titled The Melanotropic Peptide, there's 3 chapters. You know, it's a series of 3 books. The author is Mac Hadley, and there's some other physicians that contribute to the book. But that whole book is based on it. If anybody want to Google it now, you got a smartphone, you go on Amazon, to get all 3 of them, it's about $3,000. You may be able to get one of the books for $1,500. And it's an old book, it's from '88. Let you know that these Europeans, they take us very serious. In fact, they take us more serious than we take ourselves. You know? Mm-hmm. So those whole books are about melanin, melanocytes, how to stimulate it, how to activate it, how to shut it down, how to synthesize it. That's what we were talking about with cosmetics. How to take it and use it for drugs, how to put it in pill form, how to make makeups and all types of skin masks with it. And now you can go in the store and get some over-the-counter melanin. So they let you know the importance of who you are, because they wrote 3 books on something that you have that they don't. So not only can they protect themselves, because that book goes heavy into skin cells, skin cancer and whatnot, how to prevent it. Also, how to use it to make millions of dollars, because that's what they're doing. They're taking, we know that they're taking our organs, and our organs have the highest, price on the market, and that's because it has melanin in it. So now they're also trying to steal our melanin, and they're making millions of dollars off of something that we have. You know what I mean? And we walking around using EBT cards. So we have a problem. While the people that's actually running the world is doing it by studying you.
Be glad WD-40 came to the United States.
What's
that? Be glad WD-40 came to the United States.
Okay. Can't too expensive.
Yeah, they would never know nothing about the beauty of blackness.
Oh. Well, when they raided them pyramids, I don't even want to call them tombs, but when they raided the pyramids and the information that was left behind, they have built lots of technology just off of that alone. So they know who we are for a long time. Combining these, it is perhaps no surprise that there is a substantial pseudoscientific literature on the significance of melanins in medicine and beauty, and this spills over into somewhat speculative ideas about aspects of human evolution. This is how slick this cracker is, right? He's going to tell you all the great medicinal properties of it. He's going to tell you what happens if you don't have enough of it. And then in the very next line, he's going to tell you there is a substantial amount of pseudo-scientific literature as to just dismiss the power of this carbon compound that we know as melanin. That's just dismiss it. It's pseudo. But that's what we have to do. Dr. Avison Wilson, in his book,
Falsification
of African Consciousness, say we as original people have to be completely turned around, completely backwards to be in the state that we are in today. And that's an actual fact. Melanocytes and melanosomes. Dermal melanin is produced by melanocytes, specialized skin cells located in the basal layer of the epidermis. Melanocytes in the embryo derive from neural crest, an active zone of development in the early animal, and again, European perspective, animal. And the early animal embryo that provides key tissues in the head, bones, teeth, skin, nerves, sensory organs, the spinal cord, and key glands. Although almost everyone has the same amount of melanocytes, that can be debated, that term, everyone, the amount and size of the melanosomes and melanin particles produced can differ immensely in humans, resulting in the different races of the world. Melanocytes insert granules of melanin into specialized cellular vesicles or of a central cell body and numerous branches or dendrites. Melanosomes are produced inside the melanocytes, and they pass through several developmental stages, starting in the middle of the melanocyte cell and migrating to the outer edge of the cell through the dendrites. So they're letting you know that even at the early stages, in the embryonic stages, as you growing into a full physical being, that melanin is present, and melanin is, if not partly, if not greatly, but possibly mainly responsible for the growth of the embryo, the fetus, for you to come to this plane in a physical form. The same as those scientists in this paper, Speculation on the Chemistry of Interstellar Black Matter, the same thing they're saying about the cosmos is the same thing that medicine or medical science is saying about melanin in the uterus. So, melanocytes may produce melanosomes and pheomelanosomes, which again, that's a melanin deficiency. At different times, switching from one to the other. Okay, so I just had to lay the groundwork with, because a lot of people will say, okay, well, you're romanticizing melanin. But we have astrophysicists, we have radio astronomy.
You say romanticize, what you mean?
As if I'm trying to make it
making it lovable,
making it lovable, making it, a story, a fantasy, a fairy tale type of thing. And no, it's real science to back this, and they've known this for a very long time. That's what makes us a special people. So when we talk about radio astronomy, we talk about astrophysics, and we connect that science to then medical science, then we see that there's a connection that melanin is present in the beginning, always. And it's the same melanin. According to some scientists, it's the same melanin. So, with that being said, now the question is, how do we then protect it? Because right now we have a war on the black seed. I talk about this often. When we talk about us grafting ourselves, there are certain things that we are doing in everyday life, living in this environment in general, which is not biologically compatible to who we are, at least in this part of the world at this time. Okay? Way too much nitrogen in the atmosphere. We need protons in the atmosphere right now. It's cold. This is not who we are. We are a tropical people. So we got to understand environment. Now, when I talk about the war on the black seeds, the GMO war on the black seeds, they have what you call a terminator gene. Google it, look it up, different names for it, but if you Google that, you'll get some information about it. They now can grow your food genetically modified one time, and then it will grow like that. I don't want to say perpetually, because they won't even be here perpetually, but it will continue to grow. You do it once, and you can plant that same seed, and it will continue to grow. They're genetically modified. Same as watermelon. So when you have a white seeded watermelon, you look at the seed as watermelon. And now there was a statistic saying that over 70% of the watermelon that you get now is seedless. And normally when they say seedless, it's the one with those white seeds. Okay? Now when we understand the importance of melanin and manganese, which is in those seeds, we understand the importance of reproduction. Right? So when we look at the Asians who are populating out of this world, they soak and eat those black seeds. So those seeds can be soaked and eaten. But when we have the watermelon containing a white seed where the carbon has been taken out of the seed, where the manganese has been taken out of the seed, now we are destroying not only the black seed, but our reproductive abilities at the level that they should be. Because the way GMOs work is it's injected with a virus. Scientifically, it's a virus. So you're eating a virus anytime you eat something genetically modified. They inject it to rewrite the genetic coding of a thing, so it can now grow a particular way or certain way. Okay? Now, when you eat it, that chemical that they use to do this is now in you. It's now in you. So there's a war on the black seed. That's why everything you get now is mainly white seed. So we have to be careful.